It's 6:41 p.m. March the 20th. I just heard in the office Lara and Jasmine, who were in the hospital because John put a snake around Lara and Jasmine's waist. I don't know if it was live once again. In room 828 at the Sandman Hotel on 55 Reading Court. Because John Arnott is Lara's father, biological, and because Melanie is a drug addict and her brother, they have allowed release of Lara. They can't allow release of Jasmine or Summer because Jasmine is Duncan's daughter, and he's put an injunction over Jasmine and Summer as well because Murray can't have custody of Summer because of his involvement in the satanic organization. As soon as John entered the office with Lara, Lara was greeted by Mary Audrey. John's exact words were, "Hop to it, Lara. Mary Audrey has a betting schedule for you to keep." Lara's 8. Lara's 8. The only reason why John wants Lara in his life is so he can continuously make her into a betting schedule after betting schedule after betting schedule and steal her, essentially steal everything about her, steal the fact that because he's in the organization, he will destroy all that is whole, pure, honest, and of our Heavenly Father in her. Melanie, the same. Melanie, she's an addict. She's a liar. She claims to be a gazelle, which is in the organization. She will feed Lara pig's blood with milk in it. They will have hamburgers with pig's blood on them. Everything that Lara owns, she will become. If there's anyone out there, James and Natalie have done their very best. Cadis and Daniel have done their very best. Duncan had to relay it because he couldn't have any rights over her. John was supposed to have signed a form when they were in South Carolina together, opening a new Catch the Fire church. It doesn't matter. Let's hope she will be seized again by the proper authorities. You give a child to their biological family, yes, they do have rights. And until they're age 10, when they're adopted where they have rights after being adopted at age 10, they have rights to decide whether they want to go back or to their foster family, or do they want to stay with their adoptive family. This isn't allowing. There will be police called. The police, proper authorities, will have to intervene. You can't buy everybody off, John Arnott. You can't. Those of you who know Lara, those of you who know Jasmine and Summer, you see them around the church. Jasmine and Summer will not be. But if you do, call the proper authorities because they will be staying. Jasmine won't. I know that for certain. Duncan's doing everything he can to get Jasmine and Summer down back into North Carolina. Lara, he can't. He can't because of John and because of the amount of people that John buys off. He can't buy off. He has sold Lara into sex slavery for over $1 million to Ed Verhaven. They were going to send her down to the Middle East to be in that kind of lifestyle with apparently a sultan. But she was too Christianized already. They couldn't get her down there. So they brought her back. James Gingrich managed to get her back. That's when James and Natalie that took up the sword, so to speak. I'm upset because I love that girl very dearly. There's only so much I can do. Sandra Long came into the office and took a bra that was mine and stood in front of my photo and started rubbing her nipples, and she said there will be no money until Michelle has a raping schedule. There are clauses. Could never have it anyways. I'm not going to say mince words, so to speak. I hope to hell that John Arnott goes to hell. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel right now. He hasn't been repentant. He hasn't been delivered. And if Melanie does not become repentant, delivered as well, that's where she'll be. I have a right to be angry. They're my spiritual nieces, and I love them very dearly. And the horror that this poor little girl has faced with John buying lingerie and Mary Audrey putting her in lingerie and making up her hair so men like Norman Brown could give her crystal methadone, and so men like Norman Brown can rape her over and over and over again. So men like Murray Smith can rape her over and over and over again. And so people like Melanie or like Mary Audrey or even like John receive money, and Carol agrees with it. People say they can't do anything. You can. You can. For the sake of our Heavenly Father, please help this little girl.